Hardest part is getting her started. Stop. Were you recording when you got angry?
I deleted the first one.
Dang it. You guys are gonna miss out on his temper. I was ready to yell at him.
I got one cuss word at you.
Hey, good morning. We are cleaning out the barn. Probably 2 pens today, maybe 3. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And by we, I said Dad's starting and Mom will probably roll with it, and then I have some meetings and such. But yeah, so there's 3 and 4 empty. 1 and 2 have calves in it, and then 5 and 6 have some cows yet. So. Oh, he's recording too. What a time! What a fella! I was like, what is he doing? Little vlogger dad. Hardest part is getting her started. Because nobody's been in this pen for a minute and this is freaking gross. Ooh, back end off the ground. Yeehaw. The water fountain, Dad. Yes. We broke out the bibs yesterday because we had a real feel of like 2 degrees, and I was like, Dad'll clean for a while. We'll see how far he gets. That's why I can't have anything nice. I had him outside the pen. Apparently. Before I got sidetracked with a net wrap from calves being jerks. We'll see how far we can get it cleaned. We did get a little bit of like flurries of snow yesterday. We froze, obviously you heard the temperature. We still need to put posts in the ground yet for the winter fence for the cows, which we'll likely do. I think tomorrow is supposed to be like a high near 40 and not a lot of wind and some sunshine, so it'll at least thaw the top enough. The ground's not that frozen, the post should go in. Dad says he's gonna use JCB because it doesn't bounce as bad with the ruts since everything's frozen now. And he went to go clean and he was like, oh, I gotta use the skid loader. The JCB like does fit in there, but it maneuvers a lot better with the skid loader cleaning out the pens in the barn. So eventually I think if we had to like be in a hurry, we could like clean the pen out and just dump it over into the alleyway with the skid loader and then like go back and forth with the JCB. I think that would be the really fast route to go if we were rushing or had people. But anyways, I gotta go hop on a meeting, do some stuff like that. There's no sense in Mom and I just sitting there freezing our butts off, so she's going in the house to go eat some lunch here. And I'm gonna do the same, hop on my calls, edit some videos, all of the back end stuff that's not as fun to see. Did a leg workout for the first time in a minute since I hurt my back and then we were gone. And you know, I've done like some workouts, more upper body than anything, I guess. Woo-wee! My legs are dead. But we're going to the farm. He gave bedding to the cows out in the cornfield, so they were very, very, very happy. Trying to fill in some of those ruts from when it froze, and then Mom was cleaning out. She sent me a funny video of some stuff. But we'll go see what's rolling and go do chores for sure. Make sure everything's good to go before it gets dark out. Because as you can see, the sun is setting already. Really hoping these bales help out this winter. I mean, there's not any here, but the worst parts of the driveway per se are here because it's a little bit higher right here. So hopefully it helps out if we have a ton of snow. Right now there's none remnants of, I mean, we had like that trace and then they had flurries yesterday, but we've not had a real snow yet, which is fine with me. Hey kids, would you like to go on a walk? We can go to the back shed. Take your little energy ball out. It's the only con of you getting lots of alfalfa and some grain. You got a lot of energy that you're not really getting rid of in a small stall, but we want you to grow. So when it's nice out, I get her out. So that would be the chubbies, if you're wondering what the noises are. Stop. Oh, going the other way. What? There's our red heifer that lost her baby. You can see she's got, I might have to get her in and make sure she's cleaned, because that's not looking so hot. Okay, quit pushing. Oh, look. Look how dirty it is. Come on, Sterling. Good morning. Feeding cows. So they're on 2 loads. One goes over there first, and then this one comes this way. Because it's too much on the tractor, and the PTO wants to shut off, so. I don't have to fight them as bad on this side, but the other side, I gotta keep them out of the way. They're gonna, I don't think they'll get ran over, but they're definitely gonna get shoved, so. And I did just give antibiotics to our red heifer that lost her calf and put a glove on and pulled some of her cleanings that were there. She's working on cleaning. It's just not happening at the correct rate. So I'm guessing something was wrong with that calf. It's her daughter. Right. She's not terrible. She smells a little bit like infection, but not until you like touch it. So it's not like one of those cows where you walk behind and you can smell. So, hey, honey. There's Luna. Pros and quads suck to walk on. But there you're going. There you go, girls. Good stuff. It's a question the other day in the comments, and it was a good question. It was like, how do you make sure every cow is getting enough feed? One, their body condition tells us, and like they'll tell us if they're hungry, right? We have extra bunk space. As you can see, the bunks are not crowded. They are the first one, but there's plenty of feed, there's plenty of bunk space, so they all have room, so that way like the bullies kind of congregate over there. The quieter Shire cows are here. You just keep an eye on them. You'll notice if they're losing condition. That's why some of those cows stayed in, the ones that don't have teeth as much. So they, like their feed needed to maintain out here in the open elements is gonna be more this winter than it would be over here. So that's why some of those older cows stayed in the barn. We just keep an eye on them, and then it's calculated. Cows usually need at least 2% of their body weight to kind of maintain, and then we get them above that to gain weight, etc. It depends on the cow. Some cows are easy keepers, some cows are not. But I wanted to answer that question a little bit just because it's valid. When you see, you know, a group of 170 cows out here and you're like, how do you make sure that 780 isn't eating more than 5? Well, she might be, but in the end it all averages out, and we just keep enough feed in front of them, but not too much that they're not wasting it. There's a fine line. So I told you I gave Red antibiotics, and I had a glove on. So she got some just typical LA, just a good broad spectrum antibiotic that we like for this type of stuff, and it lasts a little while. My hands are kind of gnarly. First I pulled on it without gloves on, so that tells you who Andrea is as a person, you know? Now I'm gonna go wash my hands because gross. It doesn't smell that bad. Her infection's not that terrible. It's not really even an infection. I mean, the tissue is like decomposing from her aborting her calf early, essentially having a miscarriage. And it's the one thing about like the way she's acting now, it's a for sure like, yes, she lost her calf. Whether she had twins in there and like something happened to one, like there's so many things, and we never found the calves because it's not hard for the little things that are gonna be like this big to maybe that big for a coyote to drag it off real quick, like, you know, type of deal. So I'm trying to write her down. 2510. So she's got meds in her system. She's not in pain. She's eating. I just want to make sure that like it clears out so that way her repro tract is sound. I think mom wants to keep her because of the timing and see if I can breed her back, see what happens. We like her. Economically, probably not the smartest decision, but she also like isn't going to fit in with the feedlot animals now that are going, where we could just like easily toss her in there after we work her up on feed. That's not going to be a thing, so she'd be by herself, and mom wants to see if she'll breed back, because I mean, she was pregnant. She was pregnant right away. We just don't know what caused it. It could be something with her, or it could be something that happened with the calf. You never know. Or she could have ate a moldy pile of feed. Like, we try to do our best to prevent that, but things can happen, which absolutely sucks. But it is also part of livestock and grazing and doing the things they do. Somebody could have kicked her in the belly. So many things could have happened, you know? All right, Mom, what are we doing now?
Plugging heaters in to make sure they work before I do all the work of putting them in the tanks.
Yeah, we gotta put tank heaters in the water tanks, the water fountains, so they don't freeze over, hopefully. I mean, they likely will at some point, but most of the time they won't. Well, Mom and I are doing this. Dad's gonna haul poop because they cleaned out the 2 pens yesterday, and there's no more room to clean out any additional pens. So we had to pull the manure spreader into the shop and thaw it out because there was a clod of manure on the back that they wouldn't spin, so he wouldn't have been able to actually use the manure spreader. Like, he could have filled it, but then it would have been stuck on the augers and the augers wouldn't turn. So he thawed it out, and now he's gonna load a little bit. We're also gonna put T-posts in for the winter fence, probably after dinner once it thaws a little bit. They've been nice and muddy. I'm sure it's supposed to be like 40 degrees, but we got soap. We're gonna scrub these clean and put heat tapes in, as well as the tank heaters. So hopefully we don't have a bunch of frozen waters this year. Hopefully. Keyword, hopefully.
No, when the electrician...
Oh, I thought you were talking crap about Dad.
No! When the electrician wired it, he didn't leave us long enough cord that we can reach it through the top, so you have to pry the side open.
Got it.
That's what I'm talking about. So, we're gonna go. I'm looking for it. Where is it? Oh, see it? Yes. Okay.
Is it inside?
Yes, and it's the one you have to unscrew.
Okay. I'm coming.
You're going in?
Hold in!
Hold in.
Okay. Is it in the middle?
It's right
Oh,
here.
it's on the side.
Yep. Ah! Come in!
Should move.
Yep. Yeah, grass.
This is why we did this today when there's no wind.
Sure, yeah, I'll put my hand in there. Hard. Ah! Then I can mix and get these out. Ah! Why we have to put heaters in?
Why are they like a little window? The water's warm coming from the ground though, I'm telling you.
Just grab the...
I would want some of this stuff right
There you go. That.
Yeah. Nice.
Dawn dish soap does wonders. Let the first wave fly. Open her up. Open the bottom up and then hold the thing so it doesn't fill.
It's not terrible in there.
It's not actually. That's the hard part. Once in a while is to get them to lay like how you want them.
Beautiful. Ta-da! One done.
Nope.
Oh, I gotta put the bottom on. That's awesome. We don't have a screw on the side?
Nope, there's no screw on that side.
All right. Okay, now we're done. One done. My hands are a little cold, but like I'm not wearing my boots today, so because I knew it would get warm, that I'd be sweating. Babies are doing super, super, super well. They got rained on pretty quick. They got like 1.5 inches of rain, and then it froze. But they are doing phenomenal. I did treat one calf in here in the big pen. I literally poked him while he was eating feed, like in his neck. He just stood there. That's all. They're so calm. He said snotty nose and a cough. Everyone else looks fantastic. And I just want to stay ahead of him just because he'd been fine. He was showing symptoms, and at that point I'm like, well, the weather's gonna throw you for a loop, buddy. We're gonna give you something. So, but he's doing great. The calves inside are doing great. Cows are gaining weight. Like, as much as I don't love the cold weather, when the temps freeze like this, and if we stay like 40 degrees and below, their health is going to be a lot better. Got our seed order finalized for 2025 yesterday as well. 2 days ago, actually. But they look so good. I love it. Growing like weeds. Hopefully we get a milder winter. They will really pack on the pounds. Oh, yep, Dad's leaving right now with his first load of manure. First load of poop. Let it be known that this was clean when they came in here. Granted, that's just feed and maybe some poop. Don't poop in your water. But, this one we don't have to clean as much, we'll just drain it. I think your mom already scrubbed it, so we'll just have to put our stuff in it. Yep. Gonna need some ranches. So all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute.
This one, the electrician should have left me a long enough
Cord.
All right. Good up. Yep.
That one also doesn't freeze generally as often because it's out of the wind.
Right, it's
Whereas
protected a
that
little
one
more.
is,
Protected a little bit more, and it usually has more animals.
yeah, versus, I mean, you have 5 bulls over there and 150 calves. There's 149 calves in here. Yes, that one is generally the problem before this one. Every once in a while. But it has a wall, so that helps. They're also different. Wow. It's tasty.
No idea. Nope.
Nice. You guys are gross. It's like, come on, be better. gonna mess with my stuff. Also, it's too greasy to haul manure, so we're done already. Lame. And then just gotta plug it in. Shout out to Carter for putting that plug in outside the shed. What a fella. Ta-da! Done.
They're actually all not half bad.
Look at him go. Trying to record some stuff and make fun of me. It's gonna be a good time. I just had to text him as he's putting it on, and I was like, turn your music down so I can actually post what you put on there and they can hear your commentary. And he's over here shaking his head at me. Oh, the girls are like, what are you doing out here?
I'm gonna push that wiper once. See if it comes back. Hey, never mind. Well, they look for the glass guys and they just love the gate.
One post out of line. Otherwise, not bad.
Only one cuss word at you.
Yeah, you're gonna have the anger in this video.
Move the post. It's like, just move the post 6 inches. Just.
What?
I just wanted to move the post 6 inches. A lot of times you want me to
Oh.
move. It's like, just move the post.
Well, you want it to be straight. Yeah, and then you're like, well, it's not straight.
It's when it's like.
Okay,
I
well,
had it like this one time.
you should have seen this stuff out there.
We did a half moon.
Well, this one went at an angle because I either was going to angle in or I was going to angle this way, so I just went this way.
I
Because
just didn't want to have it
this post was taller.
going like this.
Yeah. Were you recording when you got angry?
I deleted the first one.
Dang it. The guys are going to miss out on his temper. I was ready to yell at him.
I got one cuss word at you.
Yeah, well, you were mad about the wiper and you're yelling at me for no reason.
Still mad about the wipers. Like when guys work on stuff, make sure the wiper works.
Yeah, the wiper doesn't work on the new windshield, so he's cranky.
It's got to be adjusted, but it's
He's
irritating.
retaliating. All right. There's only one that's out of line. That big one. But it's not bad. It's only off by like a foot.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
But otherwise, they're pretty dang good.
Otherwise, yep.
We've had this way.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
It depends which post you're
because I was like,
looking at.
why is there no there is a post there, but it's short, so I couldn't see it. So I either had to go for that one or this one, and this one seemed more solid.
Your cows should be able to figure out how to get in that funnel, won't there?
They did last
Oh, yeah.
year, grounding it multiple times before they figured it out.
Yeah.
Yes. Are we
Yeah.
putting wire up right away then?
Yeah, otherwise they're going to rub your post over.
That's what I was
Has
thinking.
to be.
So,
Okay.
It's scratching posts.
yep. We'll just put it up, but I won't connect it until I connect it with the hand insulator.
Then we can undo it
That
if we
way
have
I
to.
can.
Got the whole gang following us. Gotta put it up right away so like he gets to knock it down. You got some on this side and you got some on this side. As long as they respect it and don't try to walk through it while we're hooking it up. Ding dongs. But at least they're seeing it now. Last year we had to fix it a couple times because they didn't know it was there. Which I don't blame them, but. Ta-da! then there'll be a slinky across that, and then we gotta go put our ants later, so this is actually hot, so I don't just walk through it. But this heifer is gonna be obnoxious this spring. Oh look, family bonding. How fun is that?
Get out of the way!
Just run him over.
She's not driving it right. Female
I got T-post sticking out. I don't
There's
want to
cows everywhere.
hit anybody.
Female drivers, anyone drives out of the interstate.
Oh, you wonder why we get pissed off at.
Truth hurts, huh?
I was this close to yelling at you, just so you know. So that's done. And then eventually when we lock them in, we'll bring this slinky, different slinky, not these two. And it goes over in that corner where they're at. And then we'll just watch and see how fast they take the fence out. I know these clods suck, girls. It's getting smoother, but everybody looks good. Next on the agenda, get our door down. We finally figured out what the issue is. It's winding, not on the spool. So I'm gonna go up in JCB. New approach. I'm not gonna have enough slack to do this, but I got a view.
Needle nose would be fantastic, I guess.
That's our issue. Right there. We undid the cable, and then it went down a bunch, and now this door sucks. Really bad. That's all I got. Good enough for winter. That's about it. You know, I think I could climb down if I really had to. However, I don't really want to. So we'll just wait for the man. 'Tis the season to park all the things inside. And then the JCB and the feeder wagon go in there. Everyone looks good in the outside pen. They look good in here. Our fencer is still at 8.1, 8-ish, so they haven't knocked it down to the point that it's grounded. That's why that one's nice, because it has a reading all the time with the voltage. And if they ground it, it gets way lower than that. So it's really, really, really easy to tell. But everyone looks good in there. Lights are off. We'll go do the rest of chores. Still got a little bit of feed left, but it's pretty much cleaner down there. This is where Dad had some extra weights. Look at Blue's calf. He's getting more rony than I thought he would be. Well, we won't up you guys quite yet. The other calves in the barn need to be increased in feed. And you guys are good. 25 apparently is your magic number. You're chubby. Take a moment to look at steers next to the heifers. Oh, the height difference is insane. Especially in home-raised semi-tall crosses versus non. That stature though. All is well, chores are done. Another, not really a big day, but just a lot of like little things got done, or like the last tail end deals of winter prep. I honestly would say for the most part, we're pretty much ready, as much as I'm not ready for it. It is what it is. We do have to put our pieces of plywood on the inside of the creep door openings in the cow barn. That way the snow doesn't obviously blow in there. But that's easier to do when it's cleaned out anyways, and we have one pen that's cleaned out now, so we'll throw the one in before we bed it, and then the other ones we'll put in when the manure's out, because yeah, there's more than that, like a foot of manure. Not really like in front of it, I guess, necessarily per se, because they walked it out, but we have to get that little edge of probably this much of dried, maybe somewhat frozen manure out. As always, got any questions? That was a 2-day vlog, so you got to see kind of the behind the scenes of a few different things between the chaos of everything else going on. But drop any questions, thoughts, things you want to see, things you want to know below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. I'm really hoping we could hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That is my mission and my goal. So if you share this video, you share with your friends, Leave me some comments below. That helps boost the algorithm on YouTube. That was my goal this year, was to hit 10K. And I really want to make it happen. So we're going to go for it and see what we can do and bring more people in to experience the fun of calving season shenanigans. So, till next time, we'll see you then.